Okay, so it's post-match review time in the game against Swansea. I'm getting this out quickly as who knows what could happen in the next couple of hours. So I wanted to get my opinion out there first before the possible sacking of Pep. So, in my opinions, I think it's the same as everyone else's, that Pep has had his time at the club and Pep has well overrun his time at the club in reality here, and something needs to be done. The contract needs to be terminated, as we are now, I think, 4 points, possibly still 5 actually. I think it might be 4 points off relegation. I did a poll on Twitter where I said, should Pep be sacked after this match? 98% of 45 people, I think it was, said yes. And I think there was one person who was possibly trolling saying no. It's just beyond belief that he's still within a job after the last couple of games, but that is now 5 home games on the trot. We have conceded 3 goals, and that is not the kind of form you want to be taking into a relegation battle. Yeah. So simply, to me, it was a shocking performance again. But let's go from the start, because that's a good bit. The start. First 5 minutes, we played quite well. It was nice to see us being the team to score in the first 5 minutes. Great goal. Played really well up to that point. Was showing a bit of guts, showing a bit of determination, showing a bit of spirit at that point. And from there, it went downhill massively. So, from there, it became Swansea's game. And Blues were there for the fun. Wasn't much fun for all of us fans that were watching from home. We could only feel sorry for the poor cardboard cutouts who were at the ground, who had to watch that, to put it mildly. It was a shocking performance after our goal. For me, after our goal, the only bright spark from that was Jayden Reid coming off the bench and him finally using one of the youth strikers, which are not able to be used because they are too young, they're too inexperienced, they're not good enough to come off the bench. But he sprinted past the player, put a ball across the box and nearly caused a goal. He then span a player, got past him and got chopped down. He nearly put a header back across the box. So in his 15 minutes of fame off the bench, he certainly did more than what the players on the pitch were showing. So we don't have the strikers, we don't have the forward players, doesn't show anything to me. It's not a case anymore. We put in effort. That's gone now. We put in effort. That Pep keeps saying, we tried, but we conceded goals, but we tried. No. That's got to go. Your post-match interview has got to just be thrown out the window if you're going to say, we tried, we had effort, and it's not acceptable that we conceded 3 goals, because that has been your post-match interview for the past 5 home games. We shouldn't have conceded 3, but we tried. So the effort was incredible amounts of lack of effort. After we scored, it looked like the team didn't want to win the match. It looked like the team weren't there to win the match. It looked like a team who had betted on themselves to go down. That is how bad we were performing after that goal. Some strange decisions by the referee, and I certainly don't give the referee a 5-star out of 5-star review on his post-match review. He certainly gets a 2.5 or a 3, but you can't be blaming the ref permanently for conceding 3 goals at home. Now, can we? What else do we take from that match? We take players aren't playing for the manager. In the 2 water breaks, you could see what their manager was doing. As soon as they got over there, he was roaring at them. He was giving them. He was opening the mouth. He was just going non-stop. Pep was basically asking, "So who's watching Corrie tonight? Who's having chips for tea? Ooh, maybe you should kick the ball that way." When you're 3-1 down, no, you can't be doing that. You need to be roaring them on, shouting at them non-stop throughout the second half. It needs to be non-stop. Yell, 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 yell. If you're conceding 3 goals, you need to come out with some dignity. You need to come out that you tried. You need to come out that your players showed a bit of passion. 3-3 draw, we're looking at that as a bad result. And a lot of people said, it's a shocking result. You're playing a team who are useless and all that. But now we're all looking back at that 3-3 result saying, thank God we got a 3-3. Because if we didn't, that's a point worse off and a point closer to relegation. This is the kind of showing a team who has given up gives us. It's the kind of showing you'd expect from a team such as Norwich in the Premier League, who are basically already relegated. Not a team who are fighting to stay in the division. Not a team whose players are fighting to get a contract next season. Lee Camp made a couple of good saves. Made a couple of mistakes, but made a couple of good saves. Clark Salter, he played okay. I'm a big fan of Crowley. I normally rave about Crowley quite a lot on this channel. As you guys who watch me quite a lot know, I'm a big fan of him. I think he's a good player. But I think he had a dreadful performance today. I'm lost for words that he stayed on the pitch as long as he did. How Bella was chosen instead of him to come off, I don't know. He seems to be brought off every game. They keep blaming fitness, but he seemed the only one that was running up and down the lines to me by that point, so I don't know how he's the most unfit on the pitch. Then you've got Bellingham. Bellingham was brought on at half-time. Now, I thought it was an interesting decision. 2-1 down to bring off your pacey striker, who was not doing a lot, but he's a pacey striker. You put the ball over the top. The one thing we did do once, put the ball over the top, he ran through at their defence, he cut back and tried to have a shot. Now, don't mistake me, he wasn't playing well. He hasn't scored for a few matches. But bringing him off at half-time for a central midfielder when you're losing 2-1 and not playing very well is not the decision. Is not the decision that should have been made. For me, Gardner could have come off. Because if you brought off Gardner, you'd have brought on Bellingham, who was an attacking player, who, as they kept saying throughout the whole second half on Blues TV, he was making chances. Now imagine if he was making chances and we had a pacey striker up front instead of Duke that he was trying to play the ball through to him multiple times. Imagine. Who'd have thought that would be a good idea? Not Pep Clotet. Not Pep Clotet. But a shocking performance. 98% of 40-odd people saying Pep should go. The announcement should be coming in at any moment after that performance. 5 games at home on the trot, we have now conceded 3 goals. Players don't play well, but at this point, you've got to think there's some kind of tactics going wrong. But hey ho. You guys put your opinions down below. Thanks for all the support. Still been getting multiple people messaging me saying they're subscribing, new subscribers. Supporting the channel. Wonderful thing during this pandemic. The football supporters have come together and they're supporting each other. And that's a great feeling. So, thanks to all you guys watching this video, putting the thumbs up, putting your comments down below, your opinions, your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on my vlogs. everything down below. Thanks for that, guys. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button if you haven't. It's down there or there. One or two. Not sure which side it is. But yeah. Keep right on. On to Sunday against Stoke, where who knows, we may have someone else in charge.